So, let's see what we have on the list. Dear Santa, can you make me a pegboard? Does he know that all of this lands on me? Is he gonna come help me or what? No, I have to do it myself. So in Sweden, Santa Claus actually comes on Christmas Eve and hands the gifts to the kids himself. So who do they thank? Him. Even though I'm the one who paid it, or made it in this case. It's such a weird holiday. All right, here we go. 10mm MDF. So I have my pegboard and I'm just going to X-carve it. I did a bunch of mistakes yesterday when I was running the CNC. Eventually I got it running, but on the last try, I didn't attach the bit hard enough. So it actually, when it was drilling the holes, the bit went up into the router a bit, and that caused it not to cut all the way through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove it from here, and I'm going to finish the cuts with I'm just going to finish the cuts instead and drill through all the holes manually. I could go ahead and start it again, but I'm not sure it will start exactly where I started it yesterday, so I'm not going to risk it. So I'm going to remove it and start cutting it up. And actually, all of the mistakes I did yesterday was just being an idiot and rushing it, so that's an advice to myself: stop rushing. So if you're a parent like me, I think we should all make an agreement. I know this isn't the case all over the world, but at least in Sweden, it's my opinion that the kids have too much toys. It's just too much plastic. I mean, I think Christmas has turned into like this crazy event where the kids get like a mountain of gifts and then they open them and play with them for like 2 hours and then it's all over. And stuff doesn't make us happy, we all know that. So experiences and being together makes us happy. So maybe we should all make an agreement that we just start lowering the bar. I mean, they don't need a mountain of gifts, do they? I mean, some people even give their kids like a gift a day leading up to Christmas. And there's already so much waste going on. I don't think we need more crap in the world. Well, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think this is pretty much sanded now. All right, it looks good, and now I'm going to paint it. I'm going to use Sincer primer and then the paint, and it's just very basic. So I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. All right, so it's painted, 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of paint, and I think it looks good. So now we can head on to the fun part, which is making the hangers. So I 3D printed this cup that will hold pens and stuff. The first one I 3D printed in 2 parts to eliminate printing with supports, because supports, in my opinion, doesn't look very good. And by printing it in 2 parts, I can easily glue it together after print and it will make for a cup. But it will have this visible line from where it is glued together. So what I did instead was that I redesigned the cup with a 45-degree chamfer instead, and that means it can print in one go without the supports. And I want it to be lowered down into a piece of birch, and that means I need to do the same chamfer in the birch, but in reverse. And the idea right now is to make that hole and then use a chamfering bit on the router to create that perfect chamfer for the cup to be lowered down into. Unfortunately for me, I have this 73mm drill bit, but I designed this one to be 75mm. So I just should have looked at this first and then designed it, but here we are. And instead of going away to buy a new drill bit that is 75mm, I have this stupid thing, which I really hate using this, but I'm going to use it anyway. It really sucks at cutting, but what it does is that you can set these pins and it will cut a circular hole the exact diameter of your choice. But the knives are really dull and it takes forever, but hopefully I will just make it through. I bet there's going to be a lot of burn marks. It should actually fit perfect. Nice. So I also have this plywood shelf. I think I'm just going to attach that as it is with visible edges because this is just messing around. But I also have these wooden balls. or whatever they're called. And I have this brass rod. So I'm just going to make a couple of pegs by gluing them to each other. I might also use the brass rod for some kind of hanger. So like 2 wooden pieces that can hold it together. So I'm just messing about to find ideas for the pegboard. I'm just playing around. Let's play around. All right, so I have my shelves done. I just need to sand them a bit, and these are done, as well as this, which is basically just a hanger of some sort. But all of these pieces needs to be sanded and finished off. And also, I 3D printed a little vase, but this one, well, it became too big, so I'm doing a smaller one right now. But that is going on top of one of the shelves like that. Jesus, what a mess this is. So I need to clean this place up, do some sanding, finish it off, and then I can just hang it on the wall. So I'm about to attach it to the wall, and I 3D printed these little spacers so that I can attach it to the wall with a bit of a distance. So, you know, you wanted a pegboard for a Christmas gift. So I actually called Santa, and he said he couldn't do it. To be honest, he was quite rude. So I made you a pegboard. So I'm really happy with the planters, and I'll have the files uploaded to Thingiverse. So that's about it for this project. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.